also have this load designer, so we could optimize the trucks as much as possible. So depending on the order volume, we could actually use the different orders, and an order is basically a unit load, to put that in the truck in the best way, taking into account stacking capacity and everything. And of course, to have that, let's say, on a notebook or on a piece of paper, that is impossible. That needs to be handled from a system perspective. So all these attributes that we call DVP data, meaning dimension, weight, etc., is included in the system. So basically, when the customer service is booking a truck, it's like Tetris, drag and drop orders into a truck and then optimize it. And if we are not allowed to put a pallet on top of another because the stacking capacity is not enough, then the system will reject that. So we will never make mistakes. And based on that loading scheme is sent to the warehouse production, and they are loading it according to how we have booked the truck. So the fact that we, you could say, have control of this, and also the trucks coming in, have made us, let's say, made it possible to increase the equipment utilization quite a lot. We have a very good understanding how we could improve this further. And of course, internally we could do a lot of things, but it's also related to the collaboration with IKEA. And the good part here is that we could be proactive towards IKEA and said, okay, if we have this type of truck coming in, we will gain this amount of equipment utilization. And we have tested various things with very good results. It's not rocket science, but still, someone needs to do it, and we need to have the data to show IKEA. So the system have given us full control, I would say, full control of everything that is done internally. I'm against paper, and we don't use paper anymore. We are using either tablets, we are using scanners, we are using computers, but we avoid paper. So everything that is done here from the moment we receive a truck until it's dispatched is handled system-wise from a tablet or computer. This is good because then you have also traceability. So every single pallet that has been moved inside the warehouse, when it was received, when it was dispatched, how it was moved in the warehouse, we have full traceability. Years back, when we had the discussion with IKEA how to implement and us as a service provider, it was a must from IKEA to have a common system, meaning that all the suppliers implemented here, they have the same kind of system. That is the high transparency. So what we see, the suppliers see. So everything that we see in terms of stock, number of unit loads, etc., the suppliers see exactly the same information, which is somehow really good, because then we're speaking the same language, we are basing the discussion on the same data, the same information and fact. And that comes also for the order management. So the orders received on the supplier side are received in the same way as we are receiving the orders here for Aramis. And then they are mirrored down to our system, and then we are taking care of that. We have decided, together with the suppliers, but also to IKEA, that in order to have a high service, meaning OTD, we need to have some kind of stock here. So today we are storing approximately 1 week of sales to IKEA. So each supplier, they have 1 week of sales, and depending on the volume for that supplier, it could be hundreds of pallets or thousands of pallets, depending on the order volume and the size of that supplier shared to IKEA. That means that we need to have a system providing information from the supplier side how to replenish this 1 week of sales. And for this we have created a number of reports helping them to send not only the right number of unit loads, but also the mix of articles that are needed for the next coming few days in delivery to IKEA. There was a set of standard report in the system that gave us the data, the facts, the information to provide the basic service. And then gradually we have developed a number of reports internally here, but also from the supplier side. And what I would like to mention with regards to this, that I'm not an IT expert, but the software is very easy to develop. To add additional reports, that is not, let's say, half a year of development. It's very easy because the data is in the system. It's more related to how you would like to publish the report. What kind of data would you like to present? And I'm not sure how many reports I have requested and implemented since I started here, but there is a lot. And that is to help us to give us the information to be more and more efficient.